A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Handoff comes to Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to run it with Murray. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This is West. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. About 3 yards there to the 27th.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Graham's got it over the middle. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kenny Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third and 1, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. A gain of 13 and also the first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Cousins to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
319! 319, get up!
They go play action here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll run it with West. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Fighting through pressure. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Cousins now to throw on first down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On play action, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He can run. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Lex. Hey, check 26. 319.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now here we go.
Cousins on first down. And Diggs has it. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down, here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Powers through. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Cousins now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Here's West. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now West. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Zone. Hey, check 26.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yellow, yellow. He's in there. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hard. Hey!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with West. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And an alley to run. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Following the interception, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. In the regular season last year, the Vikings were a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries. They'll try it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Montgomery on the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, now Rodgers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Cousins to throw it. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kenny Clark getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's back to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Back to throw.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold